I would say the most difficult thing in today's selling versus in my day was the average consumer has access to so much knowledge thanks to the internet, thanks to all these resources, that oftentimes a caller about your product or service, a person coming into your company looking for a product or service, they can walk in as knowledgeable, if even not more, than that representative. So that means, in my feelings, that a person today in sales has to almost be more knowledgeable, sharper, better trained, and again, speak the right language, which is what you and I have put this book together to teach people the importance of words, phraseology, and so forth.
No, that's a great point. And I think when I think of the challenges today, you know, every time I talk to a salesperson, it feels like they're grabbing their cell phone and looking to see if they have any texts, right? Or looking at Facebook or looking at Instagram or all of these other distractions that you and I didn't have when we started. I mean, I was excited to get in my car and listen to some more material about sales. These guys are excited to see if they got a text from their girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever it is that has nothing to do with their sales. But also, it feels like a lot more companies are going without training these days.
Oh yes, definitely.
Whereas when you and I started, I feel like companies like Xerox, for example, IBM, were the pillars of training and constantly were pushing for their salespeople to have better training. And yet today it feels like the training is sort of abandoned, and a lot of people really are not students of sales like I believe you and I probably started out and have stayed this whole time.
We were fanatics after we started realizing this is my life.
Yeah.
And I was a seminar junkie. Anyone that came to town with a decent message, I would invest in myself. Then when I became a manager, I had 18 salespeople in my office. I mean, every time there was someone that had quality, good training, I'd say, come on guys, we'll put up the money, let's go. We gotta sit in at the feet of someone who's earned the right to stand on a stage and teach us.
That's a great point. That's a great point. And I think the other thing is now, like you said, because the knowledge is out there and so many people are so informed using the internet, it almost becomes an obstacle now because you're trying to compete with what the internet might say about a company, about a product, about a service that may not necessarily be a credible source, but because it's on the internet and people read it, they believe it.
That's right. So very true.